Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, so let's begin by rubbing our palms together. And as you rub your palms, close your eyes very gently and notice what you're doing. Notice the heat that you're generating in your hands just for a second. Bring your consciousness into your body by recognizing what you're doing. And press your thumbs into your sternum, pulling up ever so slightly with some pressure on those palms. And let's take a deep inhale together through the nostrils. And exhale through the nostrils. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, now I'm going to chant what we do before any Kundalini yoga class. I'll chant it 3 times, the first section, and you can join me on the second and third if you'd like to try. What I'm chanting is that I bow to the primal wisdom. I bow to the wisdom of the greatness of the universe, and I bow to the primal energy of the divine. And probably most importantly, I bow to the guru, which is the guru within. A lot of people think guru means someone else. It does mean teacher, but gu, G-U, means darkness. Ru, R-U, means light. So means going from darkness into light. So the guru that Kundalini yoga is interested in is the guru that's inside of yourself. So no priestly class, no yogic teacher that's, divine, no guru that's divine, it's inside of you. And that's what each class is meant to do, is to spark that, your own divine. Okay, so I'll chant the first part. It goes like this. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. It's Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One more time. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Okay, that's the first part. You're bowing to the guru within yourself. Now we're going to bow to all of the divine wisdom of the world. Take a deep inhale. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. One last time. Take a deep inhale. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Everybody take a deep inhale through their nostrils and suspend the breath. And exhale. Okay, that Sanskrit and Gurmukhi chant will be made available to you next time in written form, so you can take a look at it and see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, everybody, if you would please take out your right leg and bring it out in front of you, and then your left leg inside with your left foot next to the top of your thigh in the groin area. Let me pull this down just a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. Okay, and then if you would please just reach down to whatever's available to you. It's really more important that you bend from the waist as opposed to bringing your head down. So you want to lead with your heart and not your head. And take your arms and grab whatever is available to you. Could be your shin or could be your foot, and just hold it here for a minute. And don't forget, really the most important part of this entire hour and 15 minutes is the breathing. So if you would please, while we're in this position, inhale through the nostrils and exhale through the nostrils with great intention. And close your eyes and look at that third eye point. We'll just be here for a minute. With every breath, you'll probably feel more and more relaxed, and you'll probably be able to go down just a little bit deeper. Although it's important to note the distance in which you can stretch really doesn't matter. It's just the act of the stretch. Take a deep inhale and suspend the breath. And exhale, release that leg. Let's come up. Now this time bring your left leg out with your right leg in. And same thing, we're gonna bend from the waist, lean over the leg, grab whatever's available to you. You're leading from the heart, not the head. So the head is not the first to go down, and just breathe deeply here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. Eyes are shut. Look at that third eye point, that point between the brow, just in between the two eyebrows and slightly above. So your eyes are slightly raised in that darkness, looking into that void. Take a deep inhale, suspend. And exhale. Now let's come back over to the other side, right leg out with the left leg in. This time we are going to take our left arm, wrap it around our back, take our right arm and anchor it on the knee and create a nice twist with the torso, and then bring your chin to your shoulder as much as you can. Close your eyes and deeply breathe here. We're getting a nice twist in the torso, exercising that rib cage, the lungs, expanding that area. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath. And exhale. Okay, let's come to the other side. Do the same thing. So take your right arm, wrap it around your back. The palm faces out. When you do this, take your left hand, anchor it on your right knee, twist the torso to the right, and take your chin and bring it towards your shoulder and breathe deeply. It's like wringing out your body. Feels good. Take a deep inhale. And exhale and release that. And let's come back into easy pose. Cross your legs. Everybody doing okay so far? Okay. All right, so now we're gonna take our hands, bring them onto our shins, and we're gonna do, you stay facing me, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do spinal flex. So we're going to rock between the first and second chakra on the floor. So you inhale, with your spine forward, and then you exhale with your spine collapsed. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, when you do this, make certain that the belly comes out on the inhale and goes in on the exhale. Breathe very deeply here through the nostrils. By the way, the first chakra is the anus, and the second chakra is the sex organs. So you're going back and forth between the two of them, rocking back and forth. Their chakras are energy pools, and there's seven of them throughout the body. The third eye is the one that people mostly talk about, but there's 7 in total. And we can talk about that as we go along through different classes. Okay, with a straight spine, take a deep inhale, suspend the breath. And exhale. So as we continue, please remember everything is through the nostrils and the eyes are closed looking at that third eye point for each one of these exercises unless we change it. Okay, next we're going to come on our heels. Now some people cannot do this. It's actually hard for them to do. And after years of doing this, I still like to take like a pillow and put it between my bum and my heels. It makes it a lot easier. If you can come directly on your heels, go ahead. And if you can't do this at all, just go ahead and go back into easy pose, which is no problem. So we're going to continue with our spinal flexes. And this time we're going to take our hands onto our knees. And if you are in easy pose, just put your hands onto your shins again. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to inhale forward and exhale back. But this time, because of the position that we're in, we're going to target the upper part of the body. Instead of the first and second chakra, we're going to think more of the third chakra and the fourth chakra, which is the belly chakra and the heart chakra. So we're going to inhale forward and exhale back. So the shoulders go back on the inhale, and then they collapse forward on the exhale. Keep going. And for those of you who are on the floor, it's the same thing, just this time, instead of rocking your pelvis back and forth, you're actually collapsing the top part of your body, then expanding it. Upper part of the spine. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath, and exhale. Okay, we're just warming up our body for the final Kriya that we're going to be doing. Kriya meaning a completed set of postures. So in our effort to continue to warm up the body, now we're going to come onto our backs. And let me show you before you go onto your backs. Let me have you watch me. I'm going to do what's called cross crawl. It's for the hemispheres of the brain. Anytime you do an opposing action on both sides of the body rhythmically, it actually kind of centers the brain, and it's sending signals to the brain that you're centered. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our left knee up with our right arm over our head. Then we're going to switch sides, and the right knee comes up to the chest and the left arm goes over the head. And then you just breathe rhythmically however you want to. So why doesn't everybody come down onto their backs? And let's begin. Left knee up, right arm, and then reverse direction, reverse. Keep going. Breathe very intentionally. Take a deep inhale, bringing your arms both up over your head and your legs up. Hold it. And exhale, relax everything and just lay here for a moment. Just relax your body. Notice your body, go into it. See what you can see what you notice is different. Okay, now let's come up and we're going to get on our hands and our knees in what's called tabletop. And we're going to do what's called cat-cow. This is a pretty familiar pose in all yogic circles. So you inhale with your head up and your belly going towards the floor. And then as you exhale through the nostrils, your head goes down and then you arch your back like a cat. So it's inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Oh, that feels good. And continue. We're warming up the spine. Okay, everybody take a deep inhale with a straight spine. Suspend. And exhale, leaving your hands in place and come down into baby pose, taking your head and putting it, your forehead onto the floor and just rest here for a moment. And let's come back up into a seated position. Now we're going to take our forefingers in front of our shoulders, the thumbs behind, forearms are parallel to the ground. Then we're going to twist to the left and take an inhale through the nostrils and then twist to the right and take an exhale. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Do it at whatever speed or pace you want, whatever feels comfortable. Take a deep inhale, looking forward, suspend the breath. And exhale, bring the arms down. Just sit here for a moment. Notice any changes in your body. Take your right arm over your head. Your left hand is anchored on the floor, and just lean over in a nice stretch. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale in the center, and then inhale on the other side with the left arm over the head. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, let's take a deep inhale, straight spine, suspend the breath. And exhale. Okay, inhale with the shoulders up, exhale, drop them. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You do that more rapidly. Speed it up if you can. Inhale up, suspend the breath. And exhale. Relax the body. Keep your eyes closed. Okay, we're going to do 3 minutes of pranayama before we go into our kriya, or our set of exercises. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing. So we take our right thumb and we cover our left nostril, and we inhale, and then we exhale. Then we cover our left nostril, inhale. Usually you can just take your first finger to do it. You can also take your pinky, whichever you're more comfortable doing, and then exhale. And then repeat again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now you want to do this very slowly and with intention, looking through that third eye. And as I've expressed in other classes, if you stare through that third eye and you really start to look, it's a great way to focus the mind so your mind doesn't start to wander and think about what you're going to have for dinner or what you did during the day. You want to stay in your body as much as you can, because that's where all the pleasure is. It's very pleasurable to be in the body, but we've been so trained over the years to get out of our body, out of worry or fantasy, or any of the reasons why we would think. But one of the ways you can tell if you're out of your body, an example, or if you're talking to someone and they go like this and they go, you know, people kind of look up. Well, that means they're out of their body, or they look down like they're looking down there. They go, Doesn't necessarily, mean they're out of their body, but it's an indication usually that you're not really actually in your body. So not only are we trying to stimulate that Kundalini energy, we're trying to stay in the body. So we teach ourselves in this very controlled environment how to be in the body, so that when we're out in the world and we experience stressful situations, our body already knows how to be in the body progressively over time. So this situation makes it easier to cope in that situation. Okay, so I'm setting the timer for 3 minutes, and make this very deep and very long, and begin. And just relax. This is really fun to do. Inhaling and exhaling through both nostrils. One more minute. Lengthen that breath deeper and longer as you go. Take a deep inhale, suspend. And exhale. Okay. If everybody could please stand up, we're going to shake the body, then we're going to do what's called frogs. So if you would be, just find, shake your body, the shoulders, the hips, the legs. Just find anything that in your body that you haven't moved. And just shake it out. Okay, and take a deep inhale, extending your arms over your head, look up towards the sky, sweep the arms down and exhale. Inhale, looking up, and exhale. One last time, inhale, and exhale. And instead of sitting down, we're going to do what are called frogs. So if you watch me, just stand there for a second and watch. It's going to be interesting. See if I can get this all on. So you start with your feet at a 45-degree angle and your heels touching. Can you guys see that? See how the feet are at a 45-degree angle, pointing like this with the heels touching? Now, some people can't keep the heels above the ground. If you can, you want to keep them above the ground. If not, you can put them in front on the ground. And then you take your fingers and you put them with your thumbs on the ground. You look like what? What do you look like? You look like a frog, right? Okay, so what we do from here is we lift our bum up to the ceiling in an inhale. So you basically are in a back bend, and then you rotate your body down very quickly. You kind of snap your body down so you're looking back up, and you end up in this position on the exhale. So it's inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. I'm going to do it from the side now and continue, and try and do 16 of those if you can. Inhale up, snap down, exhale. Good. And yeah, and a modification of that is what Judy's doing. You can just lean down like this and go like this if you want to, which is almost harder to do because there's a lot of relief of being in the back bend. And when you're finished with your version of 16, if this is difficult for you to do, just finish in a forward bend and just kind of dangle there for a second. And then I'll know when you're finished. Take your time. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, come up to a standing position. And come down into a seated position. Okay. After we're finished, you guys will have to tell me if my video screen has given you enough information to actually have done those frogs, so we can discuss it afterwards. Okay, the next thing that a lot of you probably have not done before, it's called stretch pose. It's really, really good for you. It takes a while to get to know. These are the two most strenuous activities in this Kriya. I picked a really easy one for today, but it really makes you feel good. These are the two exceptions. So watch me at first. We come onto our backs and we bring our knees up to the chest and we rock back and forth just to loosen the lower back. And then we take our legs out, we extend them out and we point our toes. So the toes are pointed. You extend them out and the heels are about 6 inches to a foot off the ground. Then we take our arms, we point them towards our toes. We bring our head up, we look at our toes and we breathe deeply or do a breath of fire. That's called stretch pose. Before we do that, let's practice that breath of fire together. Take your hand on your belly. Remember with the exhale, the air shoots out of the nose and the belly goes in. So it looks like this. So let's practice that. So as the belly comes in, the air shoots out of the mouth, and then as the belly comes out, naturally, you just inhale. So you really, if you think about the exhale, it makes it easier, but it's a seesaw motion. The inhale and the exhale have equal play in the breathing. Now, if you have a hard time doing that in some of the exercises we do today, you can always just breathe deeply, and that's fine too, because it will come to you. I guarantee you. Sometimes it takes longer to do, and just depends on your body. Okay, so let's do that stretch pose. Let's everybody come onto our backs and bring their knees into their chest. We're going to only do it for 30 seconds. So we're going to, first of all, loosen our lower back by rolling back and forth, loosening it up. And I've started the timer. Extend your legs 6 inches to 12 inches off the ground. Point your arms and your fingers towards your toes. Bring your head up, look at your toes, and begin a powerful breath of fire. "15 seconds. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale, relax, just collapse your body down. And rest here. Let's do it one more time. Bring the knees up. Rock side to side. Loosen up the lower back. Bring the head up. Extend the legs. Extend the arms. Look at the toes. Powerful breath of fire. Now, an alternate would be to take one leg and bring it down if that's too hard to do. Another thing to do is to bring both of your knees up like this to take the pressure off of the back. That's also good. You can go like this, because you don't want to put too much pressure on your lower back in the beginning. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath, and exhale. Just lay here. Okay, let's all come up into a seated position again. Let me explain something about that breath of fire. When you pull that belly in and out like that, what you are doing is you are activating that belly chakra. That's an energy source. That's an energy center. It's actually one of the most powerful ones in the body. And when you pull that belly back and forth, you're stirring up your energy. So you're calling on your energy in your body. So, you know, people who are healers or do Reiki or things like this, that breath of fire is a great way to get that energy going in the body. So it It's a great thing. Okay. What we're going to do is called the Basic Spinal Energy Series. It is 6:45. You only have 5 minutes, Judy. Oh, you have to go. Okay. All right. Well, I'll talk to you next time. Glad you joined. That was great. We have 15 minutes more of a spinal flex energy before we do our 11-minute meditation. And this is all going to be concentrated on the floor. So if you get tired, you can bring your legs out like this to do whatever you can do to stay on the ground. But you know, these poofs, if you don't have one, just get a pillow off of your bed. It makes sitting on the floor a lot easier, and you can last a lot longer. And what will happen, as a matter of fact, physical therapists will, people who do yoga, they recommend that you sit on these poofs. Because what happens is that it tips your hips forward, and your legs, if they're up here right now like this, eventually over time they will start to drop. So you want the hips to be higher than the knees, and that's why these poofs are a really good thing if you haven't pulled one to use. So basic spinal energy series, we're concentrating on the spine, the Kundalini energy, and it is easy to do, but it's very pleasurable. I want you guys to enjoy it. So we are starting off by taking our hands on our shins, and we're going to rock back and forth like we did in our warm-up session, where we inhale forward, exhale back. So this is the way it looks. Inhale forward, exhale back. You're rocking between the first and second chakra, so it's the lower part of the spine. And you're going to do it for just a little over a minute here. So go ahead and close your eyes and enjoy. Keep that chin slightly tucked. That's a good yoga pose, straight spine. And the only part of that spine that's moving is the lower part. And this will get easier over time too. Inhale forward, exhale back. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath, and exhale. Okay, just relax here. Go into your body, see what you notice. Okay, now this time we're going to target the third chakra, the belly chakra, and the heart chakra. So we're going to concentrate on the upper part of the spine. So as opposed to the first and the second chakra going back and forth, we'll keep that stable. Let's take our hands and bring them onto our knees and lock those elbows. When you lock the elbows, what happens is it's easier to target the upper part of the body. So you inhale with the belly forward, exhale with the back. And bring that chest out when you come forward. Inhale forward, exhale back. Close your eyes, 1.5 minutes. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath. And exhale through the nostrils, relax. Okay, now see what you notice. Relax the body. Okay, now we're going to focus on, we're going to move up that chakra system. Now we're going to focus on the throat chakra and the third eye. So we are going to take our hands and bring those forefingers and thumb in front and the thumbs behind. Then we're going to collapse our whole body down, sort of collapsing on top of our neck like this. And then we're going to bring the neck up and look up towards the sky. So elbows down and then head up and shoulders back. And the motion is inhale up, exhale down through the nostrils. Opening up that throat chakra. Okay, straight spine, take a deep inhale. And exhale, bring the arms down, relax your body. See what you notice, go into your body, bring your consciousness into your body, scan your body, see what you can feel. Okay, now we're going to do what's called bear grip. We're going to, bear grip is when you take your left hand, if you bring your left palm out away from your body and your right palm in, and then just take your fingers and collapse them together like that. You kind of roll them together, and then just place your thumbs at the sides. That's bear grip. Good. And then we're going to pull. The whole time we're doing this, it's, the hands will be in front of the chest, and we're going to have a nice tension on the hands. And then we're going to bring one shoulder up or one elbow up, and then the other elbow. And we're going to do inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So try that. Close your eyes. Now, if you can, bring it to a breath of fire. Keep going, but inhale and exhale on both sides. So I'll be. Keep that tension on the hands. Little pull. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Relax them while you're doing this. A couple more seconds. Arms straight, pull, deep inhale. And exhale, relax your hands, immediate relax, go into your body. Keep your eyes closed. Okay, shoulder shrugs. This time, shoulder shrugs. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do that together. You can see why breath of fire is so important to learn, because when we do these exercises, as we speed up, it all comes down to a breath of fire eventually. Now we're going to try one breath on both sides, so it looks like this. Good. Keep going. We'll be here for a minute. Close your eyes if you don't have them closed already. Looking at that third eye point. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath. And exhale, relax. Relax the shoulders, relax your body, eyes closed. Let's roll the neck. Inhale as the neck comes back. Exhale as it comes forward. Do it 5 times in one direction. Take your time doing this, and then reverse directions. Inhale back, exhale forward. Through the nostrils. Five times one way, then reverse it, and when you're finished, just come to a stop. Deep, deep breaths. And take a deep inhale with the head facing forward, suspend the breath. And exhale. Okay, just a couple times here. Let's just go back and forth. It's a different movement. Inhale left, exhale right. Head straight, take a deep inhale. And exhale. Okay, I'm going to teach you something called Molaband. One of the ways to get the Kundalini energy to go up the channel system, the chakra system, or that column that runs along the spine up to the crown chakra or the 10th gate, is to pull Molaband. It's been around for thousands of years, but women know it as Kegel. Isn't that funny? So what we want to do is we want to squeeze the sex organ as well as the root chakra or the anus. So you squeeze them and you pull the belly in. That's called Molaband. So everybody do that. Pull those all in together. Just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's really good for the body for reasons you've already been taught about, but it's also good to get the energy to move up the channel. And relax. Squeeze again. Belly, root chakra, and second chakra. And relax. One more time. Pull, first chakra, second chakra, third chakra. And relax. Okay, so we're going to use that in this next posture that we're going to do. Let's take our hands into bear grip again. Left palm facing out, right forward. Collapse those fingers together with thumbs at both sides. This time we're going to have the hands in front of the throat chakra, and we're going to pull really tight with the hands and pull Molaband at the same time. So close your eyes, Pull Molabon and pull your arms away from each other. Really pull all of that. So you're creating tension between your hands, pulling them apart while keeping them together, and pulling Molabon, and relax. Do it again. Pull Molabon, pull the hands. And relax. Now bring the arms up over the head. Same thing, pull Molabon and stretch the arms up at the same time. Hold it, pull Molabon, stretch the arms up. Keep the arms up and relax. Pull Molabon, stretch. And relax. Bring the arms down to the throat one last time. Pull Molabon, pull the hands apart. And relax. Bring the arms down, relax the body. Okay, last thing we're going to do is called Sat Kriya. We take our hands in Venus lock, so you just interlace the fingers together, but then you take what's called the Jupiter finger, which is the first finger. It's Jupiter, it's also known as the knowledge finger, and we point it up, and then you just cross your thumbs, usually left over right. Left over right is supposed to signify female, right over left is supposed to signify male. But most people normally have a normal, a natural position, so just do whichever it is. And then we take our arms and we bring them over our head, and we are going to pull in our belly as we say Sat, Sat, and then relax, Nam. Sat, Nam. Pull in the belly, Sat, relax, Nam. Okay, let's try that a couple times. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. So it's almost like the whole chest goes up when you pull in. Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Close your eyes and just keep doing that. Nam. Sat, 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 Nam. Sit. We'll be here for another 30 seconds or so. So if you can keep your arms up, keep your arms up. If not, you can bring them halfway down. No. Sit. 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 No. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath. And exhale, bring the arms down, bring the hands at the knees, completely relax the body. As a matter of fact, that was the last exercise. So just go ahead and lay on your backs and just relax. Lay completely on your backs, relax. I'd be playing a gong right now if we were in the same room, but we're not. So you just lay down and enjoy yourselves for a moment. I'll explain to you while you're laying there what Sat Nam means. It's like a rudimentary sound in all of language. Sa, ta, na, ma. If you notice what happens to your mouth when you say those words, sa, an S, you form your mouth in a certain way. Ta, you touch the roof of your mouth. Na, you touch your lips together. Ma, you touch your lips together. So they're all very different. And a lot of language was built around those primal sounds. What they mean in Sanskrit, sa is infinity, ta is life, na is death, and ma is rebirth. That's the meaning. And what we just chanted was Sat Nam, which is just a version of Satanama, Sat Nam. And Sat Nam in Sanskrit means truth and identity. So Nam is name or identity, and Sat means truth. So what it means is truth is my identity. So in this particular yogic tradition, when people greet each other, they say Sat Nam, in the same way that people in other yogic traditions say to each other Namaste. It's very similar. So continue to relax your body. In just another minute here. Okay, so if you would please start by awakening your body by kind of moving your fingers into your toes. Just wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. And then rotate your wrists and rotate your ankles in one direction and in another direction. And then take your arms over your head and stretch your body. Just stretch it out completely. Total stretch. Ooh, stretch, 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 stretch. And then, if you would please, take the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands and rub them together like this. Probably never done this before is my guess, but you'll do it every time you do yoga class in Kundalini. And then take your left or your right knee, bring it up to the chest, and then roll it over the body, keeping your head looking to the right in a nice cat stretch with the arm out to the right. And then when you're finished stretching that side, bring the right leg down, bring up the left leg, take the right hand and bring that left knee over to the other side of the body. Turn the head over to the left with the left arm out to the left also. Nice stretch to this side. And then come up to the center, bring both knees into the chest, and then just rock from side to side. And then we're going to do rocking horse. Just start to rock on your spine, rocking up and down, up and down. You want to make certain you get that full length of the spine until you come up into a seated position. And class ends in 5 minutes. I think it's only respectful to end the class on time. So we are going to meditate for a couple minutes. And if you would please, we're going to bring our hands into Gyan Mudra. So we will take the thumbs and we will touch them to the knowledge finger, the Jupiter finger, the index finger, like so, with the other 3 fingers just pointing out, and then just turn them over and relax them right on your knees. Nice straight spine, tuck that chin ever so slightly in, close your eyes, look at that third eye point, and watch yourself breathe, literally like you are a separate entity from your body. Just observe yourself breathing in and out through the nostrils. And I'll see you in a bit. Enjoy it. One more minute. Take a deep inhale, suspend the breath. And exhale. Shake your hands out over your head. Okay, we're going to close out our class with 3 long satnams, which is also tradition in a Kundalini yoga class. So bring those palms together. You've all done this with me before in our breathing classes. So you take a deep inhale between each satnam, and let's begin. Let's first inhale together and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to chant. Sat Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Feel the vibration in the mouth. Take a deep inhale. Sat Nam. Have a lovely rest of your night. I'm going to turn on your microphones. There you go. Did that go okay? Do you guys have any questions? It's hard to teach this class when I can't see you, Phoebe and Noreen. I can see Candy, so that's helpful.
It was great. Can you explain why it's always breathing in and out of the nose and not the mouth? Is there?
Actually, there are a lot that this is more basic Kundalini. There are plenty where you do through the mouth, but what happens is when you restrict your breathing through the nose, you actually, it's weirdly enough, and this is they've done studies, you oxygenate your blood up to 20% more than when you breathe through the mouth. So you're carrying oxygen to the bloods more efficiently, and that's good. That's good for the body system.
Yeah.
And there's something about the receptors of the passageways of the nostrils also with the airway passing through it that's very pleasurable. And so we can breathe through the mouth, but that kind of high feeling you get with Kundalini yoga, you won't get through breathing through the mouth. You only get it through breathing through the nose, funny enough. But it has to do with oxygenating the blood. And also it will increase your lung capacity, because when you breathe through the nose, it's restricting your, it seems counterintuitive. It's restricting the air that's going through, not the oxygen. The oxygen increases, but it restricts the air that's going through the nose, which means that the lungs work harder to receive the air, which means over time you're expanding your lung capacity. So I hope that helps. Did that answer that?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
I found that when we were first doing the earlier in the exercises, we were doing breath of fire, and I was not feeling, I've had better control if I was kegling. So it was interesting that you mentioned that later to get, because I just felt sloppy. So I thought I've got to focus on that. So I just started doing that. It was funny.
That's great.
No.
You know, it's
Yeah.
so interesting. It's kind of, it's all connected together, Phoebe. So that is actually, that's a great example of what the yogis figured out, you know, however many thousands of years ago in caves about the body does naturally, and we have forgotten over a long period of time. So you finding your kegel while doing your breath of fire is an example of somebody who is naturally finding the rhythms of their body without someone explaining it to them. So that's very cool.
It was challenging keeping my upper body straight without collapsing, and because there's so many things to think about, but that helped focus on that area. And
it will get easier. It will absolutely get easier. Some of them, this one is really more energy intensive. Some of them are more body intensive, but you will find, and not Kundalini yoga is not for everybody. It is really more energetic body focused versus physical body. It definitely uses the physical body, and holding posture is a big part of it, but it's to get to the subtle body, which is the energetic body.
Great.
And that's it.
That was good. It was wonderful. That was really great, Marilyn. You're such a good teacher.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I hope you liked it. And I will be teaching the breathing class on Friday, so I'll see you guys on Friday.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marilyn.
Thanks
Bye,
a lot.
everyone.
Thanks.
Take care.